Imagine a man who lived through a deadly plague, watched his city burn to the ground, navigated treacherous political scandals, and secretly documented it all, including his own affairs and corruption. This isn't a character from a movie. This is the real story of Samuel Pepys, the man whose diary unlocked the secrets of 17th century London. Without him, some of the most dramatic events in English history would be lost to silence. So, how did one man capture the soul of an era? Let's find out. Samuel Pepys wasn't born into the elite world he would later inhabit. He came from humble beginnings. The son of a tailor, but what he lacked in social standing, he more than made up for in sheer intelligence and ambition. He was smart, hardworking, and managed to secure an education at the prestigious Cambridge University. This was his ticket to a new life. In a society built on privilege, Pepys clawed his way up through talent and networking, a true testament to his relentless drive. It was on January 1st, 1660, that Pepys decided to start a diary. He was 26 years old, and on the cusp of great things. For the next 9.5 years, he would record his life with extraordinary detail. But he had secrets to keep, so he wrote it all in a complex form of shorthand. A personal code that would keep his private thoughts, his illicit affairs, and his candid observations on powerful people safe from prying eyes. Little did he know, he was creating one of the most important historical documents ever written. A personal window into a turbulent decade. The year Pepys began his diary was a pivotal moment for England. The monarchy was restored, and King Charles II returned from exile to take the throne. This political sea change was Pepys's golden opportunity. Through a powerful cousin, he secured a position as Clerk of the Acts to the Navy Board. This was a significant role, placing him at the heart of England's naval administration. He proved to be incredibly effective and, let's be honest, pretty good at using his position to his advantage. He became wealthy, influential, and a key figure in London's corridors of power. His diary gives us a behind-the-scenes look at the corruption, the deal-making, and the day-to-day business of running an empire. Then, in 1665, disaster struck. The Great Plague descended upon London. Pepys's diary transforms from a record of ambition to a terrifying chronicle of survival. He describes the eerie silence of the streets, the red crosses painted on doors, and the constant fear of infection. He writes about friends, neighbors, and even his own servants falling ill and dying. His entries are brutally honest. We see his fear, his moments of selfishness, and his calculated decisions to ensure his own preservation, sometimes at the expense of others. He sends his wife and his gold out of the city for safety. It's not always a flattering portrait, but it's deeply human. He shows us the uncomfortable truth of how people behave when faced with their own mortality. Just as London was beginning to recover from the plague, a second catastrophe hit. In the early hours of September 2nd, 1666, a fire started in a baker's shop on Pudding Lane. This was the beginning of the Great Fire of London. Pepys was a first-hand witness. He describes waking up to see the flames in the distance, and initially thinking it was nothing major. But as the fire raged out of control, he realized the city was facing an unprecedented disaster. He rushes to the Tower of London, and then to the king himself, providing one of the first reliable reports and urging him to order the demolition of houses to create fire breaks. As the flames advanced towards his own home, Pepys's priorities became clear. In a now-famous entry, he details burying his most precious possessions in his garden to save them from the fire. What did he value most? His papers, his gold, and bizarrely, his prized Parmesan cheese and his wine. It's a wonderfully human detail in the midst of citywide chaos. Beyond the grand historical events, the diary reveals a private life that was just as dramatic. Pepys was a man of huge appetites, and he details his numerous affairs and flirtations with startling honesty. He chases after actresses, gropes his servants, and gets into all sorts of trouble. But this isn't just a catalogue of conquests. It's paired with profound guilt. He constantly fears being caught, not just by his wife, but by God. He makes solemn vows to be better, to stop drinking, to stop womanizing, only to break them days later. His relationship with his wife, Elizabeth, was a roller coaster of jealousy, passion, anger, and affection. He would fly into a rage if he suspected her of infidelity, despite his own constant betrayal. It's a complex, messy, and deeply relatable portrait of a marriage and of human weakness. So why, after 9.5 years of meticulous record-keeping, did he suddenly stop? In May 1669, Pepys wrote his final entry. The reason was heartbreakingly simple. He feared he was going blind. His eyesight had been failing for years, and the strain of writing in dim light had become too much. He believed that to continue would mean sacrificing his sight completely, and his career was too important. He ended the diary a wealthy, powerful, and respected man, sealing the books and putting them on his shelf. He had no idea of the legacy he was leaving behind. The diary, with all its secrets, lay unread and undeciphered for over a century. It was on until the 19th century that the diary was finally transcribed and its secrets revealed to the world. And what a revelation it was! It provided an unparalleled, ground-level view of 17th century London. Historians suddenly had access to everything from the politics of the royal court to the price of a pint of ale, from the strategy of naval battles to the gossip of the theater. Pepys is now remembered not for his impressive career in the Navy, but for the secret book he kept. His story is a powerful reminder that history isn't just made by kings and generals. It's made by ordinary people living through extraordinary times. The true power of Samuel Pepys's diary is its honesty. He recorded his triumphs and his failures, his moments of courage and his moments of shame. He gave a voice to an era. Without his coded thoughts, his buried cheese, and his guilty confessions, our understanding of London's past would be far poorer and a whole lot more silent. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories from history.